In this tutorial, we'll be going over how to create and use index sets, which holds the information which allows you to automate your workflow processes and quickly find the documents you need. For more information about index sets, press F1 when you are working with index sets in DocuXplorer and the relevant help article will appear. The index set provides a method to describe a document. This enables you to find documents more quickly and also helps you quickly identify the important information about a document you're looking at. To create an index set, select any folder in DX and select Index Set Tools. Then choose Create Index Set. In this demo, we'll assume we're making an index set for the HR department, so we'll call it HR Documents. Since we have the current employees selected, this window is asking us if we'd like this index set applied to all new documents that are added to this folder. We'll choose Yes and see how the option on this folder is changed later on. Now that we've created the index set, right-click on any field. To remove that field, choose Remove this column. To add a field, right-click on any field. Then choose Add Fields. You'll see the numerous kinds of fields we can add, such as currency, dates, numbers, memos, or text fields. You'll also see the pre-made fields at the bottom, such as the fields for checking out a document or a thumbnail field. Click and hold onto a field. Then just drag it into the view. At this point, a new field is in the index set. To finish setting up the field, right-click on it and choose Properties. Click Field Properties. Our first field will be for client name, so to have it display properly, we'll change the display label. Now we'll change how users are able to enter information into this field. These are the different kinds of input we accept from users entering information into this text field. They can enter text, use a checkbox, or choose from a list. We're going to use a dynamic list where users can choose from a list to enter this field's value, or they can type in a new name manually, which will be added to the list. Here's where we can create the list that users can choose from for this field. Every time a new client name is added by the user, it automatically is added to the list. We'll also make this field required so that it's never missing from the index set. Then we'll click Save and Close to save our field. We can also use special field types. We'll add a number field that automatically increments every time a new document is added, giving each document a new number when it is imported. Since it's a number, we'll drag the integer field into the index set view. Now we'll right-click and go to Properties. Then click Field Properties. We'll change the display label just like our last field. Since it's a special field, we'll use a variable under Use this value when adding a new document. We'll press F1 from this field, which will pull up the relevant help article so we can find the variable we need for this field to automatically populate with a new document number. We'll choose the Auto Indexing Variables article from this topic. You may want to take a moment to look at all the variables you could use here. For this example, we'll choose the variable formatted as bracket, plus sign, number sign, plus sign, close bracket. Now we'll enter in that variable to use it automatically to populate this field. Instead of the number sign, we'll enter in the number we'd like the auto increment to start at. Click Save and Close. Now we'll create another type of field that will automatically populate. This one will be a text field. This field will tell us where the document is stored in DX, giving us the cabinet, drawer, and folder it was imported to. This may be useful if we need to migrate files later on, check security settings, or get the information about your library structure needed to set up automated workflow. We'll press F1 to find which variable to use in the help article. We'll see the variable folder path will tell us where the file was created in DX. We'll put that variable in so that the value is entered automatically for new documents. Then we'll enter in a proper display label. Then click Save and Close. Now we'll change the value of a field that comes preloaded in new index sets. Right-click Document Type and choose Properties. We'll see here that the Edit Control type is a static data lookup list. This means that there is a predefined list that users will be able to choose from when entering information for this field, and they won't be able to enter new information that is not already on the list. This may be useful if you want to avoid mistakes being made on this field, since users will not be able to make typos or similar duplicates for this field's value. At some point, an administrator may need to make a change to this list, so this is how it's done. Simply type each new value onto a new line. We can also make one field a key field, meaning that value will never be repeated by any two separate documents. This is useful for our clients who use unique document numbers in their workflows. Click Index Set Tools, then Manage Index Sets. Right-click on Index Set and choose Properties. Then click Key Fields. We'll choose document number as our key, so there is never a duplicate. Click Save and Close. Let's take a look at how this index set is applied to our folders. We'll right-click the folder we started in and choose Properties. Now if we remember the pop-up window we got when we created the index set, we'll know that we've chose to change the default index set for this folder to HR Documents. Now let's check the index set properties for our other folders. It looks like the other folders are still using a different index set. Instead of changing the settings for each folder individually, we'll change settings for the entire cabinet all at once. This relationship of applying settings from a higher point in the hierarchy downwards is available for cabinets, drawers, and folders, meaning anything below one of these objects in the tree can have their settings changed by properly applying the settings on the object above. We'll open the cabinet properties. Then click on Folder option. We'll change the default index set to HR Documents. Now we want to make sure that all the drawers and folders have the same changes made to them. These drawers and cabinets are called child objects because they are lower on the hierarchy. We'll check the box to Replace default folder settings on all child objects, so this property is passed down the hierarchy. Now we'll see the default index set has changed for all the folders and drawers in this cabinet. Now let's edit document to see how the index set will be applied. When we add a single document, the DX document viewer will appear. On the left, we'll see the index set fields we created. The subject is automatically populated with the file name. We'll enter in the client name. The document location is populated automatically using the variable for folder path that we entered earlier. The document number is also populated automatically using the auto-indexing variables we used earlier. Since this is a key field, if the number here was already being used by another document, the program would not allow you to save the document until you entered a unique value. We've also added some additional custom index set fields. We'll save and close this document, and it will be saved to our folder. Now that we've added several documents to the folder, we'll see that the folder is sortable by index set field, and we could also use the Find tool to find documents with certain index set information. You can always go back to the Index Set Manager and press F1 to bring up the relevant help article. This demo was a brief overview of how to create an index set. The execution of how you apply an index set can truly change the efficiency and accuracy of your business process and can be used for workflow automation. The index set is truly a powerful tool for you to use within DX. Please reach out to support or sales if you have any doubts as to whether your business process can be improved by thoughtful creation of an index set. Thank you for watching this demo, and please check out our other video demonstrations.